Now, this comes from no place in particular. Just me, late at night, drinking and reflecting. As per usual. But, I don't know. I'm just thinking, about all the people that have been douchebags in the last couple of years, and how I'm related to them, the majority of them.
And we can have some cheese fries.
Pause this real quick. I'm related to the majority of them, by blood, but that doesn't mean that they're family. And they've done and said things that have made that clear to me. You take someone in and you go out of your way to help them out and put a roof over their head and, be there for them and do the things that you think that you're supposed to do for family. And you get fucked in the ass. You get fucked in the ass, and not in a pleasant way. People don't pay rent. And then they talk trash. They run their mouths. And they turn other family members against you by spreading their bullshit lies. And they're two-faced. Just fucking two-faced. Motherfuckers. Just driving that fucking knife deeper and deeper into your fucking back. Into your spine. And when you snap, when you finally hit the point of no return, when you finally explode and lay into them and start acting like somebody that you're not and defending yourself, you're the asshole. You're the douchebag. And they'll take that and they'll run to everyone. And they'll spread it to everyone. And eventually, sooner or later, it might take some time. They leave. They drop a nuclear bomb on your life. Fuck shit up. Talk all kinds of trash. Turn you into someone that you're not. And then they leave. That's not such a bad thing, really, because once they're gone, it gives you a minute to take a deep breath and remember who you are. One thing that helps you remember who you were is when the next group of people come along and they prove to be the total opposite. They do pay you rent. They stay out of business that isn't their own. They stick to their word. When they say they're going to do something, they fucking do it. It's not just bullshit. It's not just talking out their ass or making shit up or empty promises. And they're not even blood. But it quickly becomes clear to you that even though they're not blood, they're more like family than the people that you had in your life before them. Because they've actually got your back. And then, when you stop talking to the other people and you cut them out after they've left your life and you stop answering phone calls from them and you delete certain people from your social media accounts and block them, and they start texting you and saying, hey, why am I blocked? And you ignore them. Once again, you're the asshole. Like, they expect you to forgive and forget. And it's different for everybody. I mean, if you're in a similar situation, you can forgive and forget if you really want to. No judgment against that if that's what you want to do. So be it. That used to be me. I used to be the forgive and forget kind of guy. But over time, I learned that forgiving and forgetting with the wrong people will just put you in similar situations over and over and over again. And that's just not healthy. It's toxic. So forgiving and forgetting is great, but you gotta be careful when it comes to that. And these are people that I have learned you cannot forgive and forget. Or maybe you can forgive, but you can't forget, you know. I guess that's the better way to put it. So for me, forgiving and forgetting is saying, yeah, alright, you know what? You're out of my life now. You fucked me over. I forgive you. But I'm never gonna fuck with you again. And they get pissed off because you cut them off social media and you stop answering their phone calls and oh, I never hear from you anymore, and every time I call you, you don't answer me, and we make plans to hang out, and then you back out at the last second. Well, what do you expect? You know? What do you expect? You drug my name through the mud for 4 years, lied to me, lied to people that I cared about, turned certain people against me, changed certain people's perspectives on me, didn't pay me rent for over a year. And the only reason I put up with that was because there was a child involved. And I could not bring myself to put them out on the streets with a child, especially one that was related to me. My cousin, my little cousin. I couldn't do that. It's not that baby girl's fault that her parents are a bunch of fucking douchebags. It's not her fault. She doesn't understand what's going on. That's not on her. They didn't have no money. They didn't have nowhere to go. That's how they ended up here in the first fucking place. If I'd have thrown them out, they'd have been on the streets. What a 5-year-old? 5-year-old that happened to be my little cousin. I couldn't do that. And then that caused drama between me and my grandfather before he died because he knew they were fucking me over and he was trying to encourage me to throw them out. And my grandfather was my best friend. You know? So I never wanted to get into those arguments with him over something like that. But that's how it went. For the better part of that last year of his life, we fought periodically. And the number one thing that we fought about was that situation. And we never should have fought about that. You know, it turns out he was right. I should have taken his advice. I should have listened to my grandfather. I should have taken a step back and realized he's not trying to fight with you. He's trying to get you to realize, hey, you got people that are screwing you over. You got people that are walking all over your back and using you. But it is what it is. What's done is done. They're gone. And I have people in my life now that are better. I have people in my life now that don't act like that. They're not petty fucking, excuse my language, cunts. YouTube can fuck me over for saying that. I don't care. Nobody watches my shit anyway. They're not cunts. They help me. They've got my back. When they say they're going to do something, they do it. They are family. Blood or not, they're family. But it's just a little bit fucked up that they're more like family than people that are actually blood. That people that are actually blood will shove a knife in my back, and these people won't. They're actually there for me. So if you got family in your life and, you know, they treat you good, then that's great. That's awesome. That's the way it should be. You should always help your family, whether they be blood or not. But if they are blood, you should always help them. But if they're fucking douchebags, don't ever think for a second that you have to help them just because they're blood. If they're treating you like shit and they're stepping all over you and they're walking all over you and using you to their advantage and dragging your name through the mud, don't ever think you got to be there for them, because that's not family. Don't ever put yourself through that kind of fucking shit for family, because that's not family. What that is a group of fucking cunts. Be there for the people that would be there for you. Don't do it any other fucking way.